Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Delicious Vegging. My name is Anna. I want to do a very chill and laid back get ready with me video. I have not done a makeup tutorial in quite a bit because I have shared on my channel before doing these types of videos definitely stress me out because normally when I do my makeup, I'm listening to a podcast or music where I can't on YouTube because I will get a copyright strike, and then also it's just very therapeutic for me and I don't do my makeup the most aesthetically pleasing, so having to work with the lighting, the angles and all that, it just gets a little bit stressful. But I do want to start doing more because I do like it, so I am working on that, so bear with me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I focus on content such as beauty, lifestyle, and how to save money, so if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up, be sure to turn on notifications, upload every Wednesday, Saturday. Let's just go ahead and get started. And for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go with this Hard Candy eyeshadow palette, All That Rose Gold. So my cousin actually found this at her local Dollar Tree, which I thought was such an amazing deal. So as you can tell, it's very well loved. So I'm gonna go with this shade and the Brow Bone. And to build my crease, I'm gonna start with this shade and then build my crease up with this color. So today I am going to my cousin's birthday party a little bit later, so I'm just gonna go for a very fun and pink colorful eyeshadow look today. And then also we're just doing some meal planning. We already walked the dogs earlier this morning, so just a very chill day. And then now I'm just going in with that darker pink mauve shade to build the crease. This has been my new go-to flat shadow brush. It's actually by Morphe in M124. Absolutely love it. Also, Dollar Tree actually has some pretty good ones. And then I'm gonna go with this light pink shade and then possibly build it up with this color and then go in the outer corner with this shade. I noticed lately I've been sharing a lot of organization and lifestyle videos, which I absolutely do love, but I do miss the makeup aspect of things. And I know when I first started my channel, I was doing a lot of makeup tutorials, testing new makeup, which I do love doing, but again, I just feel like I wasn't the best at doing my makeup. I still am not. I look back at old videos and I was like, oh my goodness. For some reason, when I bring up my crease super high and then I look back at videos, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I filmed that. So I feel like we've gotten a little bit better, but again, I feel like when I film, I'm just not as good as when I'm not filming because I'm trying to make sure you all see what I'm doing, talking about the products, so it could get a little bit stressful. For all over the lid, I did mix these two together, so now for the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with this shade. I feel like too, the great thing about makeup is there's no one size fits all. Everyone likes their makeup differently. Some people like it more natural, some people like it more colorful. Me, if I'm applying makeup, I want it to be seen, but then again, I want to make sure it's applied correctly. So it's just a learning process and just finding out what technique works best for you and your face shape, and then also products and brushes work differently for every single person. And then I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and just blend it all together. And then also, if you feel like you brought it up a little bit or if there's fallout, you can just use a Q-tip with makeup remover or a little makeup wipe. Then I'm just gonna clean it up with a Q-tip. Also, if you want a sharper edge or if you blended too far out, you can use your Q-tip to really help define your eyeshadow. And for eyeliner, I'm gonna use their Real Extreme Precision Liner. So I got this for Christmas as a stocking stuffer. Thank you, Mom. So this one is a very nice and precise tip. I still can't do eyeliner with one hand, so I do mine very awkwardly, but I'm gonna just try and do one eye on camera and then one eye off, but I'll just line the eye with one hand. I can't talk and do it at the same time, so bear with me. Okay, we almost did an eye on camera. I just finessed it a little bit off camera because normally what I do is I stretch my eye and I get the eyeliner and then just line it like so. And it's kind of creepy on camera. And I'm just gonna go in with this Milani Extreme Anti-Gravity Mascara. I'm surprised I still have some mascara left in this. I've been using this mascara only because I just want to go through the makeup that I already have. And I feel like if I switch up the mascaras, it's gonna take forever to go through my makeup collection because I do want to try out more makeup, but also I don't want to have 10 different mascaras or foundations. I like to have a little bit of a variety, but right now, for me personally, I feel like I have way too much makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes. I don't even want to tell you guys how many eyeshadow palettes I have. I counted and I'm actually a little bit mortified, but some of it's I get through Ipsy or people give to me as gifts, or it's a really good deal at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or if I see a friend's eyeshadow palette, I'm definitely picking it up. But I love eyeshadow because I match eyeshadow to the outfit that I'm wearing that day, which I don't think you're not supposed to, but I do anyways. And now my favorite part is complexion. So I've been using the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. I absolutely love this. It just keeps your skin very nice and hydrated because I do have dry skin. So I'm actually almost out. I think we're about to run out today. Oh no. So this is very affordable, about like $8 or $9. And this constantly goes on sale at Ulta for like 30% off when they have like their little drugstore sale. So usually get it for like $8 or under, and it does last quite a while even though the bottle looks a little bit small. All you need is just a tiny bit. It does have a tangerine scent to it though, so if you don't like scented things, I don't think you'll like it solely for that reason, but it is one of my favorite drugstore primers. One of my newer favorite foundations is the one by Juvia's Place, the Velvet Matte Foundation. So Juvia's Place, I don't know whether to consider drugstore or high-end. At Ulta it is on the drugstore side, but it is a little bit pricier for drugstore, but they have a lot of sales going on, so I say don't pay full price. Wait for it to go on sale. I think I got this for $11. I want to say it's like $15 or more, maybe like 18 or something like that. But this is super full coverage. A little goes a long way, so be mindful with it. I would just use a tiny bit. I already wetted my beauty sponge. This Ioni beauty sponge is my absolute favorite. It's the only one I've been using. I actually got it from the 99-cent store, but I love the slanted tip. It's very nice and bouncy, also very affordable. I even have a backup one for my travel makeup bag because it is just that good. I noticed in the past I was watching old makeup videos of mine. I was like, oh my god, I do not put my foundation like aesthetically pleasing at all, but this is just how I do it. My advice is you do what works best for you. And you can tell I only put a little bit of foundation, but look, it just covered my whole entire face and it's very nice and full coverage. So when I'm not using my Yensa Super Serum Silk Foundation, I use the Juvia's Place one. I do have one by Milani, which I only wear if I'm just like staying in the house or maybe just going to a grocery store or something. It's a little bit too pale for my skin color and I feel like it lifts a lot. I don't know, I just don't really care for the coverage or the color on it, but it's too late to return, so I'm getting my money's worth. I do mix it with the bronzer sometimes, but it's definitely not my favorite. And I love the Yensa Super Serum Silk Foundation, but it's like $46, which I'm not going to use every day because we don't got that kind of money over here. I do want to try their concealer really bad though, but it's so hard because they don't have the Yensa brand in any stores, so I really have to guess on my color. And I think the concealer is about like $30 or $40 as well, just pretty pricey, so I just want to make sure I get the color right. And usually I mix in this Physicians Formula Butter Glow Bronzer in with that Milani foundation. So this one's very nice. I know it's a dupe for the Drunk Elephant one. I have not tried the Drunk Elephant one though, because I'm a drugstore type of girly. So this one's very nice, but super pigmented, so definitely go in with a light hand. I'm just going to squeeze just the tiniest bit because even this is kind of like a lot. So what you want to do is go above your ear. You want like a higher bronzer. And this isn't going to be perfect either because I'm going to go over it with like powder, then do a powder bronzer. Don't worry, just trust the process. So I'm just going to put some remainder over here. Like I'm gonna have that Physicians Formula bronzer for quite a while. I've had it for a few months now because all you need is just a tiny bit. And then for blush, I'm gonna go with the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. I recently tried the Juvia's Place blush. Oh my goodness, it is way more pigmented than Rare Beauty. Like honestly, like this is like way too much. If you had the Juvia's Place, I would highly recommend that because it is cheaper and you get a larger bottle, and that one you'll probably have for years even if you use it every single day. I am not joking, but I do like with the Rare Beauty though, you can control the pigmentation on it. So I feel like if you apply too much, the more you blend, the more it kind of morphs into your skin, whereas the Juvia's Place one is just like pigment all around. So I just be very, very light-handed. Like literally all you need is like the tiniest little dot on both sides of your cheeks. Then to set my face, I'm gonna go with this Hard Candy Sheer MB Color Correct Finishing Powder. I honestly got it from Dollar Tree like last year, maybe the year before. This works very well in the summertime when it's like triple-digit heat here in California. So it's great if you have oily skin. I would recommend this one. I don't know if they still have it because like I said, I got it at Dollar Tree some time back, but it still works very well for me. I don't know if it necessarily color corrects, but it is a very good powder just to like set your makeup, or if you do have oily skin, or if it's super hot out. I just realized I forgot concealer. So that Juvia's Place foundation just covers so well. Sometimes I honestly forget to do concealer, but I know we just powdered our face. I'm just gonna put like the tiniest bit though. So I'm gonna use this Revolution IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. So I actually got this for like $2 during like Ulta's like fall haul sale, or I think they're just having like a random sale, and I was in desperate need of concealer and I thought, why not? It's $2. What's the worst that could happen? And I actually really like it a lot. It's very nice and creamy and full coverage. And then we're going in with a fresh powder puff so I can set my under eyes. And I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade Shady Beaches. So I got this from Dollar Tree quite a bit ago. Again, I don't think I'm going to hit pan on this anytime soon because you get so much, and honestly, a little goes a long way. Sometimes it could look a little bit orangey on me, so I just go in with a very light hand. That's another thing I've been doing a little bit differently too, because in the past I would overly apply bronzer and blush because that was like the first to fade on me, but sometimes it looks like I was like bruised or it just did not look good. So now I'm just trying to go in with the more lighter hand because I just like my makeup to be seen. I'm like, if I'm gonna take the time to do it. But for me personally, sometimes I feel like it just looks like a little bit much, and I'm like, okay, Anna, you need to tone it down a bit. And recently I have been obsessed with this blush. I recently got it in an Ipsy subscription. Almost every time that I wear a full face of makeup, I'm using this blush. So it's Be Bae Beauty in the shade Blushing Blush. So this is just so pretty. It's like the perfect everyday pink. Just absolutely love it. And I love how you can like build it up. It's like not too pigmented off the bat. And I know even this seems a little bit pigmented, but trust me, compared to how I was applying it, this is a little bit toned down. And then once I apply powder and all that, it will be less pigmented. And like I said, blush and bronzer is first to go on me. So I'm gonna go for a more blush topper highlighter moment. So I have this Milani Luminoso palette. You can still find it on Amazon. I feel like the pricing changes like every so often. So when I got it, it was like $9, but I believe that was like 2 or 3 years ago. But you can definitely find it on Amazon or use your favorite highlighter. Or I know like Rare Beauty and Huda Beauty has really good highlighters and like blush toppers right now that are just so pretty. And I forgot to tell you all, I'm using this shade right here. So Ernie and I have been pretty busy this year so far. It's my last year in my 20s, so I want to go out with a bang. So I swear, like every few weeks, like every month or so, we have a trip planned, whether it's local, it's like within the US or out of country, which is very exciting. So I can't wait to share with you all those trips. And I feel like ever since I've done my vision board, I have it printed out and on my work desk because I do work from home 100% of the time. It's also my screensaver on my phone. So I don't know if it's just that manifestation or just constantly seeing it that reminds me and keeps me motivated, but so far, so good. I am credit card savvy. I'm investing more. I'm starting to use my credit card points and rewards more wisely so we can afford these trips or use the points for that. Like our upcoming trip, which you will see very soon. That's going to be the next video that I film. Use our points to pay for the car. So $0. And the best part is when I looked up the rental car, it was $121. But when I actually booked it, it came out to $69. So I think it was because it was on a Tuesday, which they say statistically is a cheaper day to book stuff. So it was like literally like almost half the price off, and then plus we used points, so that was free. And then when we booked our flight, we got 10 times the points, and we're just using it a little bit more strategically this time. And then we're gonna use those points for like a big trip in possibly May or June. That's undecided yet. We're just kind of going based on like how many vacation days we have, how many points we have, how much rewards we can have, and that will dictate when we take our big vacation this year. So I'm super excited for that, and hopefully it'll be close to free if I use the points correctly, or a very minimal amount out of pocket. To set my face, I'm gonna use this Sephora translucent setting powder. I always pick one up every year during Sephora's VIB sale. It's very affordable on its own. Like I wanna say it's like under $16. It's just so hard keeping track of pricing these days because I just feel like with inflation, things just go up like out of nowhere. It's just crazy. So yeah, we have a lot going on, just like still working and trying to film, keep on track with like the gym and meal planning, and just, everyday life is hectic, but in a good way. And then also like I've been trying to get the house organized, which was one of my goals this year. And honestly, I have been spending less. Like I'm not doing like my Dollar Tree hauls, my Old Navy hauls. I know I recently did like an Amazon, Marshalls, and Target haul, but I did organize and we're actually having a street pickup in 2 days. So we have a bunch of things we're getting rid of. So that just feels like really nice, and just keeping it organized, because once I saw how the house could be, I'm like, okay, let's keep it this way. Let's not buy more stuff, because right now everything has a place. And once I apply my powder, I like to go back in with a fresh coat of mascara, and I feel like the mascara will just make it like pop again. So yeah, everything has been going very well with my goals so far, which is awesome. And honestly, I used to like always have these Old Navy hauls. I'm like, why? Like, I have so many clothes, so like I went through that. I tried donating some, gave some to my cousin, which felt really nice. And honestly, I'm like, okay, where am I gonna wear this to? Because there's things in my closet I haven't even worn yet. And I just think organizing and just seeing like the vision board, I just came to the realization, like, no, use what you have, or if you're gonna buy it, what are you gonna get rid of? Like, I need to have that in my mind before I buy something. And honestly, it's been helping quite a bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop Lippy pencil, and then we're gonna go in with this pink lipstick. I do not know how to pronounce that name. I got it in an Ipsy subscription. And then we're gonna top it with the Sour Patch Kids watermelon gloss, which I got in the Morph and Sour Patch Kids collection, which I absolutely love the gloss. I tried the watermelon Sour Patch Kid candy. It literally smells like that. Also, it's a really pretty lip gloss. Also, about midway into the year last year, I started to invest. So I finally opened a 457B with my job, and then also a coworker of mine helped Ernie and I open a Roth IRA, a high yield savings account, and then I recently opened an individual brokerage account. So I feel like when I see like a positive gain, it just makes me want to invest more. So that means I have to spend less or make cutbacks. So honestly, I thought that was gonna be very hard, but honestly, it's really not. Instead, it's more motivating, especially with my high heel savings account. I love seeing the interest grow the more I contribute to it. That has been my drive to spend less, and Ernie and I will eat the majority of times from home, because on weekends we would like splurge a little bit, maybe get like a coffee or like eat out every Saturday, or we would be invited to go out with friends. And now we just like make it fun at home. Like the other night we had steak and potatoes, and then tonight we're going to like my cousin's birthday party, so the food's gonna be free. So we're just like really trying to like make coffees at home, like try different little like recipes and things like that. And we're really just like scaling back on like eating out or getting like that little coffee here and there, and just really using what we have at home. And that's just been helping so much for our finances. And even recently we've been walking to the gym. It's literally around the corner from us. It's like a 3-minute drive. It only takes 15 minutes to walk, and we're like, hey, that's like our cardio. We save some gas. So we're just like really cutting back over here, but that allows us to take our trips, get the points, and then use the points for upcoming trips. And then also, you know, like we recycle, we unplug our appliances when we're done using it. We don't use like the heat or AC as much. So just making those changes honestly like helps us a lot. And then I'm gonna set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And I know I was rambling a bit back there, but I just want to update you all like what's going on behind the scenes, like how we're affording these trips and how we're like managing our money. Just in case this inspires you, if you have any questions, please let me know. And that is it for today's video. I do want to do more of these. At first I was a little bit nervous in the beginning, but once we dived into it, I felt like I wasn't messing up as much, whereas other video topics, I feel like I have to start over because I forgot what I said, or I'm like, oh, I want to add that, but it's going to sound a bit choppy. Let me know in the comment box down below if you want to see more of these videos or any other video topics for me. I would definitely love to know. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, let's give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday, Saturday, and I'll see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye, everyone.